So thanks for having us here at Furnishing Futures. What is Furnishing Futures?
Furnishing Futures is a new small charity that creates professionally designed trauma-informed homes for women and children who've been placed in unfurnished, empty social housing after escaping domestic abuse. And the reason for that is that secure and permanent tenancies for social housing come completely unfurnished. So they don't even have any flooring or curtains or a washing machine or anything, let alone any furniture. And for those women, it's really difficult to start again when they've often had to leave everything behind and don't have any financial means. We work with the interiors industry who donate furniture to us that would otherwise have ended up in landfill. So things that are new or in new condition, but for whatever reason the brand couldn't use them. And we use those to create fully furnished, bespoke homes for survivors and their children.
And when did you start the charity?
So I started working on it about 6 years ago, and it's taken me a long time to get to this point. But we've been registered as a charity for 2 years now, and we've been here in our headquarters for 18 months.
And what should people know about this area of London?
So we're based in East London. It's a very diverse community. It's a very vibrant community. There is a high level of child poverty and deprivation. But there's also a lot of people who really care about making things better and making a difference.
And what is the impact of your work?
Well, the impact is profound, really. Obviously, there's the environmental impact of saving furniture from landfill. So I think to date we've saved something like 50,000 kilograms, about 50 tons of furniture from landfill. But for the families, it's really about creating safety. It's about reassuring women that they've done the right thing to leave and giving them everything that they need to start again and start their journey of recovery. It reduces poverty, because one of the number one reasons why social housing tenants get into debt is trying to buy essential items for their homes. So the flats come with no flooring, they're often not painted. So there might be a concrete scree floor or bare floorboards, no washing machine, fridge or cooker, no curtains at the windows. So for a woman who's left everything behind and arrives in this flat and just literally has to sleep on a cold concrete floor with her children, there's nowhere else often to access support. So the women tell us that in some cases it's literally been life-saving for them. The state of the homes is often quite shocking, so a woman might not feel confident or comfortable to let a professional in, for example, like a midwife or a health visitor, because she'd be worried about judgment on the state of the home. So if we provide a fully furnished home, then that gives her the confidence to have, that space to invite people in and engage with important services.
And is that part of the process here, where you're also inviting people in to be part of that kind of design process?
Yeah, so we work very collaboratively, firstly with the beneficiaries and the women. So we do invite women in often to choose things or to go through the design of their home with us if they feel able to. We also work collaboratively with design studios who will often team up with us or donate furniture to us, and with the brands who we work with as well, who obviously we're reliant on, who donate all of the beautiful things that go into making the homes.
How important is lighting in these spaces?
I think lighting is actually really important, and it is something that we give a lot of thought to, because we work in a trauma-informed way, which means that we're very careful to design spaces that are soothing, that make you feel safe, that don't trigger a stress response, because all of the women and children we work with have been through very stressful, traumatic experiences. And lighting is a very big part of that. So we always make sure that we've got different layers of lighting. So we use a lot of table lamps, floor lights, wall lights, so that in the evening you can create a more ambient light, softer lighting.
That's great. And how can individuals, brands, how can people get involved to support?
So there are lots of ways. We're always looking for good quality furnishings, lighting, soft furnishings, accessories, artwork, anything that would go to make somewhere homely. So if a brand or a design studio wants to donate something, the best thing to do is just email us and get in touch, and we can let them know the process for that. We also can register volunteers if people would like to come and help at our warehouse or have other skills that we might be able to use. We're always looking for fundraising opportunities as well. So if anyone would like to support us with an event or fundraising, then that's really helpful as a young charity.
Well, thanks so much for having us here today. It is really inspiring, and hopefully you can get all the support you need to keep going.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thanks for
Thanks
coming.
Emily. Cheers.